My shoe broke. In the car ride, probably.
Are you gonna be able to wear it the rest of the?
It's kind of wanting to fall off, but I'll make it.
Actually, one of the vendors I wanted to go talk to was Fritz over here. So we're gonna move that way, and we're gonna find out a little bit about them, what they do. Like I said in another one of the videos, Fritz is one of the products I really like to use when I start up a tank. So this is that vendor over here. So we're gonna see if we can catch them and see if they'll chat with us for a minute. Hi, this is Mike with Above the Reef. This is Jessica with Fritz. We're going to ask her a few quick questions about the products that they use, more specifically the salt and our aquarium starter type thing. So, Jessica, in terms of your salt, what sets you apart from some of the other salt vendors out there?
Well, a few things. I would say for us, what really sold me on the salt as a consumer is that we truly source the cleanest raw materials, and we make sure of that by ICP testing. So we ICP test every 1,000 gallons.
Okay.
So that's roughly about 20 boxes, and we test the first and the 10th. So
Okay.
we're making sure that your salt that hits the floor at your local fish store is going to be exactly what we claim it is. And that you're going to see parameters at 8.5, 440 for cal, 1450 mag.
Okay.
You can see about a 10% variance in that, but yeah, I would say also
Pretty
a
minimal.
big thing is customer service as well.
Customer service is important. With so many vendors coming out now,
It really
you know.
is. It's hard. What if you have a question? Who do you reach out to?
Yeah.
So definitely, I think that's a big thing that really sets us apart. Besides having the cleanest.
You're right, because it's easy to go into a fish store and they sell all the salts, but they can't tell you what's different or why is my tank, I'm using your salt, why am I not getting what I want?
Exactly.
And that's a huge thing. So good. So salts, tell me about the zymes that you have, because when I start a tank, the first thing I do is my Fritz 9 goes in for all my saltwater tanks, and you know.
Yeah. So Fritz is actually one of the longest and largest manufacturing of nitrifying bacteria. I've actually had the chance to visit our lab in Mesquite. We actually have 3 labs across the country. We manufacture TurboStart live nitrifying bacteria in our lab in Mesquite, and it's the coolest.
Which I haven't used the turbo stuff yet.
Oh, you're missing out.
I'm Fritz. I use the 9 every single time.
The 9 is great. It's just a less concentrated version, but you're still going to see those same things. So it prevents, tank syndrome. If you are having issues getting your ammonia and your nitrates where they want to be, this is a great product.
I do use it as a booster every now and again.
Perfect.
I dump in here.
A fish load or
Yeah, I do. Certainly.
Thank you
So, like I said, I haven't used the turbo, but that may be our next build when we add the turbos.
If you're starting a new tank, you need to go turbo.
Now, this bottle's kind of chilled. Does it have to be refrigerated?
This does.
The 9, I don't.
That's correct. The 9 you don't. This higher concentration level does need to be refrigerated. It does have a 4-month shelf life.
Okay.
But you will see your tanks instant cycling in less than 5 days.
Very nice. So I want people to understand that the Fritz isn't just for the saltwater, which is kind of what we're focusing on here. You guys definitely have a full line for freshwater aquariums as well. Like your Fritz 7 is for your freshwater tanks.
And we have a full pond line as well, which many people aren't aware of.
Perfect.
But yeah, across the board. So all the products you see right here for our saltwater line, you'll also see for our freshwater as well. And then some of that for our ponds.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate your time, Jessica.
Oh, such a
Thank you
pleasure
very much.
meeting you.
And
Thank
we'll
you.
get this out there. Thanks.
All right, take care, you guys. Have fun.
As you've seen, our 4th year doing it, and we were the same way. We saw that there wasn't a show like this in the Houston or South Texas area. It was the show was up in Dallas. They had Next Wave up there.
Yeah.
And a lot of us in the club would have to drive up to Dallas to see a show, and Austin, San Antonio, they would have to go up there as well. So. You know, we got together and started talking and said, hey, let's try to do a small frag swap here in Houston, see how it goes.
So you started out as like just a frag swap type of thing,
started
and
off
then
as a frag swap in our members' garages and houses, and then we started renting parks and having little get-togethers there.
Oh,
and
okay.
then one day we're like, you know what, let's just look for a big venue and put it on. And ever since then, each year it's grown and grown and
expanding.
And so expanding.
I think I saw, on the website, you guys had to increase a whole room just because of the raffles that you guys are having.
Yes,
That's a huge
raffle
thing.
is just going crazy.
So how many total vendors did you guys end up with for this year? Do you know?
This year we've got 31 actual vendors and booths. We've got 3 speakers like we have every year, and our raffle is about double the size it was last year. And
it's pulling quite a crowd in there. I mean, it's streaming nonstop.
And I'm actually worried for the first time we're going to run out of raffle tickets.
Wow.
We have almost sold out of the raffle tickets we bought, and we didn't even sell half of this amount last year.
Wow.
So we doubled our raffle ticket sales, and
that's only good for you and everyone involved, right?
Exactly. And our pre-sale tickets to get in surpassed our total tickets for last year. So,
fantastic.
So just our pre-sales before the show outsold last year. Typically, if we sell 100 online, we sell 200 at the door. It's always been kind of a 2-to-1 type of deal. Well, this year, before the show even opened, we had surpassed the total number.
Wow.
So, again, we were kind of worried about how are we going to fit the people in the speaker room, parking, and
parking was a little tight when we pulled in. I was like, where am I going to park? We got lucky. Someone pulled out, we pulled in.
Right, and so this year it really just exploded. And I think it was our presence on Facebook, the advertising we did.
You're all over the ARC Forum in Austin. I know there's quite a few people that drove down from Austin for this that we know came down here.
Right.
So,
and obviously we have Jason Fox speaking this year. We landed him as his first speaking. He's never spoke before at any club, at any event. So this is his debut.
His big show debut kind of thing.
Yes, and we had to kind of laugh because if Jason sees this, he wanted to try a small show to kind of get his feet wet into speaking. And
I mean, I don't know if it's small or not. I mean,
so I hope this is small enough for him.
It looks small, but I mean, the crowd so far has really been fantastic for you guys.
And it's really surprised us this year, and so I hope it pleasantly surprises him too that we brought him a small crowd to speak in front of.
All right. Well, I mean, we're definitely going to get this out there for you.
Okay,
definitely for next year. We'll hype you up for next year.
Good.
And hopefully this keeps on going.
Yeah, and next year we may, as it looks, we may have to find a new venue because this one we only have one more room and we can't.
I don't know. Are you going to be the new Magna competitor?
We spoke about it because Houston did host Magna back in 2006, I believe, before I was on the board or with the club. But we have tossed around the idea of trying to redo a Magna, but hosting this,
you start really small. You got to get there somewhere.
Yeah, and it really kind of shows you the type of work that's involved.
Yes,
because we're all volunteers, so we have our day jobs and families.
Absolutely.
And stuff, so
and for a one-day show, it can be kind of difficult. There's a lot of moving parts for a one-day show.
Right.
And so it's in and out, and then we got to go.
Exactly.
So it's
and a lot
pretty
of these guys
tough.
are actually leaving here today and going up to Dallas because there's a show in Dallas tomorrow.
Yes, there is. There is.
So he's packing up and he's taking a bunch of people with him. So
wow.
We've even talked about doing a Texas show where
I know a great central location, Austin, perhaps.
There you go, right? Get the Austin Club involved, San Antonio.
Yeah, there's some awesome people up there that would love to have a show. They do the C4, but it just doesn't rival even this size, which, it's growing, but, to have a combined type show would be amazing for everyone. So we hope to see that. Well, I'll let you get back to it, Mark. I appreciate it.
Nice meeting you.
And we'll see you in 2018.
2018.
All right.
Great.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, guys.
We don't know. It does not do it justice.